So I've got some very worrying developments that happened earlier in the week for the running channel, that I was actually hit by a viewbot attack. And if you're not knowing what a viewbot attack is on YouTube, I think this is a variation of something that not older, but just creators in times gone past have used software to help boost their viewing numbers in order to trigger the algorithm, thinking that this is a popular video. Well, the YouTube algorithm has changed to try and combat it. The YouTube terms of service are very, very strict about using these types of software to adjust your metrics on the channel. But then I've found recently that this can also be used as a weapon against certain channels. So look, if you're new to this, like I've just been, stay tuned. My name's Ray Whitby. This is Aspiring Runners. Let's get into it. So what I'm talking about here is that on my channel, I've got over 40 videos that are posted. It's a very young channel, so I'm slowly growing the metrics and the subscriber basis. And I found that on one particular day, the number of views on 3 videos, and only 3 videos, suddenly jumped from what they would normally be, just say a handful of watches per day, going up to 100 watches in one day. Now, of course, one could get very excited thinking that the YouTube algorithm has finally relented. It started showing your videos and you're opening up to a wider audience. However, when you tunnel into the analytics, it's not the case at all. What I found was that on each of these 3 videos, minimum of 100 accesses, 100 views, the average duration time was 30 seconds. Now, this is where it gets interesting and how it can be used as a weapon. You know, if you're using this kind of software, trying to increase your own channel metrics, YouTube catch on, they ban you. They could delete your videos to start with, a community strike, and if it's persistent, then you could lose your channel. But also in the algorithm itself, that if it sees videos that are getting accessed a lot, but only watched for a very brief duration, that can count negatively. It counts as a click off, and therefore the YouTube algorithm will not want to promote your video because it thinks that actually people are not satisfied with it, and there's no other activity, there's no likes that go with it, no subscribes, there's no end screens or end card access, there's no retention of watching lots of other videos on the channel. So it could have a negative impact, not just on that video, but overall on the promotion of your channel, according to the YouTube algorithm. So if somebody was going to be malicious, they could just target your videos or your channel, sign you up to a viewbot piece of software, and just hammer your channel, and then go and report about it. YouTube will then investigate, and then can implement all sorts of actions. So this is what I found. These videos are actually among the more of my popular ones, all about face masks and running, and one of them has got my largest view count, and actually I was quite proud of these ones early on for the channel, and now I just got to wait and see what happens. It hasn't happened again, it was just a one day only, but it is a little bit concerning that all the time and effort you could put into your channel could be wiped away, not through your own fault. I would never ever use such a thing. I only found out about what a viewbot is just after the attack happened, and there's no recourse. And I think that's the biggest downside, that there doesn't seem to be anybody you can reach out to contact to say, I need to defend my channel, my content. How do I stop it when somebody else is doing this? And I think in that case, there seem to be very limited options, and I'm not sure what could happen next. Now, 100 views on one video, yeah, I wouldn't say I would get away with it, but I may survive what had happened. It's really, really tough to know, and there doesn't seem to be anybody you can appeal to either. So really you're in the hands of the YouTube personnel, and I have no idea how interactive they could be, but it is very worrying that everything could disappear And the justice seems to be you would be guilty until you can prove your innocence. But how can you prove your innocence? So what can you do? My only advice is to try and link up with others that have gone through this. I don't think there's anything realistically that YouTube can do. I mean, how do you prove that you didn't use a software yourself, or you got a friend to do it, or you paid for a service to do this for you? And I think there are a couple of companies out there that can do it. You can buy live subscribers. I found you can buy live likes, buy live comments. It's incredulous what people will go to make money. And I can understand the ideas of trying to bolster your channel, but if you're not growing it organically, you could lose everything. The question is, what do you do if you're being targeted? And I just don't know, so I'm putting it out there. Has anybody experienced this? Have you gone through it yourself? Do you know what courses are open to you? The only thing I can think of is try and raise awareness and to, well, that's it. Try and raise awareness. See if you can get in touch with YouTube. Is there a report function where they could tunnel into the data and to actually correct it? I don't know. It's out of our hands. It's as mysterious as the algorithm itself. Well, look, if you've gone through this, it'd be great to link up. Great to know your thoughts or what actions you were able to take. Did you have videos deleted? Have you lost your channel? Were you demonetized? So there's lots of things that could happen that are very negative. So weaponizing viewbot can actually be a serious issue. As I found out for this running channel, I'm just waiting to see if there's going to be any reprisal or any investigation by YouTube. Thankfully, the numbers are quite low. I'm not monetized, and I just hope that my the subscribers will stick around and just help out to keep me going. So look, thanks very much for watching this video, and please click on like if you actually found it useful. It'd be great if you could subscribe and join the Aspiring Runners team. I know this is a little bit outside of the running community and appealing to a wider audience, but hey, you can have multiple interests, so take up running as well. Anyway, thanks so much. Take care.